Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the start of the first game today. Royal Rhinos take on Rising Stars. Rising Stars opting to field. The Charter Accountants Premier League Season 2 brought to you by MVL. Played off his legs towards the square leg region, slight midfield, no additional runs. This wonderful tournament brought to you courtesy Be-In Legal, our title sponsor, co-sponsors GNB Corporate Advisors, Trellis Dubai, Clan and Associates, Dial for Loans. Tries to flick that towards the leg side, but not enough contact on that. Just a very humble, kind, polite appeal from the fielders, but they knew nothing going there. Akram on strike. And he's facing Aditya, classic Aditya. Rocks back on the back foot, cuts that to point. Slight midfield allows the single. May have been an opportunity for a run out there. Sedate start to the morning. Once again, very cautious. Just plays it back to the bowler. The end of the first over, the score 3 on the board. 3 for the loss of no wicket. Both batsmen off the mark. Money, 1 of his 2 balls, and Akram on 2 of 4. 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗵𝗃, the next bowler coming into the attack. 140 wickets in 160 matches. A lot of experience behind him. Start for the foolish ball, hit it straight towards long on. Few bounces, field it after fielding. Keeps it down to a single. Changing field, mid wicket goes back, third man comes into the circle. It was good aggressive running between the wickets. 2 runs off an inside edge. Wanted to hit that maybe towards point. The end got it towards mid wicket. Because the fielder had moved back and the ball was not hit clearly, managed to run through 2 runs there. Aggression in cricket comes in many forms, especially when you're batting. It's not just about hitting big sixes, but making sure that you're aggressive between running between the wickets. clears the front leg, hits that towards mid wicket. Fielder does well on the boundary, keeps it down to a single. Good cricket all round. Great conditions this for cricket. Nice pleasant day. Tries to hit that on the offside, no connection. Just a little bit more breeze getting created there through the waft at that stroke. And Nawabi win today, as they say in Hyderabad. In the block hole, played towards mid wicket. The charges in, keeps it down to a single. That man has been very busy today. And he's bowled him! A wide hike across the leg, missed it, all ends up, and lost his off in middle pole. So 𝗏𝗏𝗏 starts the day pretty well, and Royal Rhinos suffer their first loss. 8 for 1 at the end of 2 overs. Money, the batsman, dismissed. 4 runs for 5 balls. Let's take another look at that on the replay. Ball coming in with the angle, pitching on the off stump. Batsman playing all across the line, losing his middle stump. The perfect side for a fast bowler. Middle stump demolished, leg stump relaxed, and Vishnu with his arm stretched. 𝗙𝗑𝗪, the new batsman out there, 25 matches for 430 runs, wonderful strike rate of over 140. Looks like an aggressive player. Bhaskar, the new bowler, into the attack. 81 wickets in his 85 matches, economy of 7. Starts off with a foolish ball once again. Akram there tried to play that across the line towards the leg side. Got a slight inside edge. Lucky to get away with that. Launched into it on that occasion, beat the fielder at mid-off, brings up the first boundary of the inning for Royal Rhinos. Good stroke there from Akram, transferring the pressure back to the bowler. Remember, first 6 overs, power play, only 2 fielders allowed outside the circle, outside the 30 yards. The reverse hit, and what a wonderful connection that time. Beats the fielder at short third man, and the ball goes racing over the boundary rope for another boundary, consecutive boundaries this over from Akram. That's the transfer of pressure we wanted to see. The good stroke, very well anticipated. Knew that the line was going to be outside the off stump, base of the field. And he did really well to get his bat on that. The audacity to play that stroke. Wonderfully executed. Taken on the follow on the leg stump, flicked it straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. May have been a chance for a run out there if the bowler had collected the ball. But ifs and buts don't mean anything in the game of cricket. Adil now. Chipped there, almost back to the bowler there. Very, very lucky to get away with that, Adil. Landing in no man's land between the bowler and the fielder at mid-off. Punched off the back foot, the fielder had short cover there. Fumbles that, lets the ball pass through. Results in a couple of runs. So Adil opens his innings with that couple, with a brace. The end of the third over, 19 for 1, 11 runs coming off that over. Two well-executed boundaries from Akram. That over. Bhaskar won't be too disappointed because there was an element of risk in both of those strokes. Looks like it's going to be Vishnu who's coming back to bowl his second over after flattening the stumps the last ball of the previous over. In the block hole, played towards mid-wicket. Oh. Single there. Beautifully caressed between the fielder at cover and point. What a phenomenal stroke that is. The kind of stroke that gives you a lot of confidence as a batter. And Akram, well in control now of this batting innings, brings up his third boundary. In fact, that was Adil. Adil striking his first boundary of the day. Beautifully played. Wonderful stroke. Driven back past the bowler with no run there. Drilled once again between the two fielders there at covers. The ball racing through. The fielder at cover does really well to get around that and keeps it down to 2. This good, positive, aggressive batting from Adil. Looks in good touch. Adil tall and broad-shouldered, getting on top of the ball there, driving it, keeping his head over the ball, making sure that the ball remains on ground. Inside half of the bat towards mid-wicket. Good running between the wickets, aggressive, positive. Invariably tries misfields when you do that. So very good start from Adil so far. That single brings Akram back on strike. More improvisation from Akram. This time turns around, plays the lap sweep. That used to be called the Dil Scoop. Tilakratne Dilshan from Sri Lanka had made that stroke extremely popular. Very dangerous for Akram to be playing that without his helmet on. Beautifully glided, just held the ball on its way. The fielder at fine leg had no chance. So Akram, being improvisive, gets his third boundary. The score moves on to 31 for 1 at the end of 4 overs, 7.75 runs an over. Wide, side the off jump, the first side of the day. Praveen Kumar into the attack. 200 matches for 150 wickets for Praveen. Economy of almost 8 runs and over. Best of 5 for 6. What a day that would have been. 5 wickets for 6 runs. That one was slightly tighter. Umpire says that's good. Very good stroke on that occasion towards the deep fielder in the covers region. The fielder also did excellently well there. Fielded that on the bounce, sends it back to the bowler, keeps it down to a single. Very well done. Definite wide on that occasion, too far away from the batter. Gives the umpire Nawaz some exercise, keeps him fresh as well. More exercise there for Nawaz, another wide called. Well bowled, well played. The fielder at cover, the run through for that quick single again. So very good understanding between both of these batters, as far as running between the wickets is concerned. Adil hit that aggressively over the cover region. Once again, the ball goes all along, brings him another boundary. It's been a very good, entertaining inning from Adil so far. Takes the score to the 40 mark, 40 for 1 in 4.4 overs. Adil batting on 14 of 9 and Akram on 19 of 14. Definite run-out opportunity there. The bowler unable to collect the ball coming in from the fielder at mid-wicket. What a chance that would have been. Take a look at the replay to find out how close that was. Yes, he was a definite corner if the ball had been collected there. Akram lucky to get away with that. Hit powerfully this time, taken on the full, beats the fielder at mid-wicket. The ball is racing along, no chance to the fielder. Another boundary for Adil. Score adding insult to injury. The run-out opportunity missed and follows that up with a boundary ball. And Adil capitalizes 46 for 1 at the end of 5 overs, run rate of 9.2 an over. Good stroke that was, just off his hips. .46 for 1, 5 overs into the game. Adil 20 of 11, Akram 19 of 14. Praveen has just bowled his first over for 15 runs. We're going to have Aditya come back to bowl his second over. Oh, run out opportunity once again. Just when we're talking about the running between the wickets, there will be 2 run out opportunities now. The space of 3 balls. The throw went to the wrong end. The keeper could not collect it because Adil gone way down the wicket and no hope of coming back if the ball had been collected there. Loud clear call of no that time. Akram acknowledges. Thumbs up. More improvisation there from Akram, but really that was very dangerous. Just managed to evade the fielder at point and only got a single in the end. Lot of risk for a single there. Beautifully played. Once again, Akram not really sure whether the second was on or not. Adil wisely calling it off. It's great control bowling from Aditya. See there, 4 fielders there standing within a space of maybe, what, 15 meters? Leaves that across the line on this occasion. Fielder at mid-wicket runs in, keeps it down to a single. Short third man, gully, point, cover point, and covers. And he's bowled him. What a ball that was! Phenomenal bowling from Aditya, kept it tight. Made the batsman try and play that audacious stroke. There was no room on offer. Adil moved away, tried to create that room. Missed the line, and Adil has the last laugh. Beaten him for pace there. The ball moving in just a little bit too quickly, not giving any room to work with, and Adil loses his stumps. So great comeback from Aditya to dislodge Adil, the second victim. Royal Rhinos have the second casualty. Adil bowled 21 runs of 13 balls. The good innings comes to an end. And Adil is being replaced by Adi. Aditya, the new batsman out there, 29 matches for 260 runs. Aditya comes into the attack, does what was needed, breaks the partnership. Wonderful performance from him so far. 2 overs for 6 runs and a wicket. Brings the power play to an end as well. Let's say that the honours are shared. 2 wickets picked. The bowling team will be happy. 49 on the board. The batting team will also be pleased. The kind of score that both teams are okay with. Harish, the new bowler, into the attack. 145 matches for 170 wickets at an economy of 6.4. But those are still our numbers. Bring it there for run out, but the umpire says no. Good start outside the off stump from Harish. Punch towards covers, and Akram picks a single to start the 7th over. A waft outside the off stump. Aditya fails to make contact. Another one that's played and missed. Good glove work we've seen so far behind the stumps as well. Keeper has been reasonably safe. Managed to get his bat in time. Just for a single towards long on. In the air, beats the fielder at cover. The ball races on the ground. Another boundary. So Akram keeps going, 26 of 20 now. Missed on the onside on that occasion. It's again a lot of calling. In the end, they're happy with a single. That brings the 7th over to an end, 56 for 2. Exactly 8 runs an over at the moment. Yes, no, yes, no. Eventually they complete the run. Walking a tightrope there. Both batters, a lot of indecision. The running between the wickets. Meantime, Bhaskar is back into the attack. Gone for 11 of his first over. Very interesting period of play this. Desperate effort there from the fielder at short mid wicket. Maybe he got a hand to that. Just a single. Two fielders converging, the fielder at cover, the bowler. In the end, they lose that one. What a chance that was. Bhaskar only has himself to blame. That was the fielder's catch. Really expensive drop or not. We'll find out as time passes. But for the moment, Akram gets another lifeline. Tried to heave that on the onside, top edge. Easiest of chances. What a piece of bowling that was. Beat the batter, beat the keeper. Extremely unfortunate there, the bowler again. In another day, he would have had a wicket to his name, at least a couple this over. Unfortunately for him today, have nothing to show for it so far. Improvisation again, this time gets the bottom toe of the bat. Just a single. Akram living dangerously, moves into the 30s. With that stroke, 30 of 24. Royal Rhinos move on to 61 at the end of 8 overs. Very good over from Bhaskar there, created a couple of opportunities. Really only have himself to blame for not holding on to the first one. That was going straight into the fielder's arms at cover. They kept running, there was no communication there between the fielders. In the end, managed to drop a straightforward chance. Harsh back into the attack to bowl his second. Will be Akram will be facing. Gently tap towards the bowler. Happy with the single. Punched straight to the fielder at short cover. No run on offer. Beautifully played. Threaded the gap like a needle. What a stroke that is. Ball just running along and then stops on its way to the boundary. Couple of runs. For Aditya, it's a confidence-giving stroke. That was really well played. Got on top of the bounce. Glided the ball in the gap between the fielders at point and third man. In the air, safe enough run towards long off. Dribble to the fielder at deep cover. Flight may field there, but does not cost them anything. Plays that one across the line, no connection. The end of the 9th, 66 for 2. Aditya batting on 5 of 10, and Akram 32 of 26. Been a good spell of bowling, last 2 or 3 overs, managed to keep a lid on the scoring rate. Run rate has moved on to 7.4 and over. Bhaskar again with his leg spin. Starts off with a single towards mid-wicket. Akram is off strike. Single to mid-on. Short, outside the leg stump, well hit. It's the kind of ball that demanded to be hit. And Aditya, rather Akram, does just that. Brings up his 5th boundary, moves on to 37 of 28. Sat there in the pitch to be hit. Glided this time in the empty region. Acres of space there towards fine leg and short leg. Come back for the 3rd? No. Tired legs now. But 2 valuable runs added to the score with batting there from Akram. He's had his chances, but he's making sure to make the most of any bad balls. Switches again, connects very well, gets another boundary. So Akram has taken a liking to Bhaskar. He's decided that anything short, anything offline, he's going to punish. That one was reasonably bold, but he had decided that he's going to hit that. As a left-hander, he managed to beat the fielder comfortably for another boundary. It's been a very productive area for Akram today. Moves into the 40s with that boundary, 43 of 30 now. Oh, can't believe that was dropped. Was hit straight to the fielder at cover, and Bhaskar's day continued to get worse. Was the easiest of chances, hit straight to the fielder at cover, popped in and popped out. Akram lives to fight another day. Ten overs bowled. 79 for 2. Royal Rhinos will be happy with the score that they've managed to put on. Rising Stars. They will also be relatively happy. At the same time, they'll rue the missed opportunities. 2 or 3 chances, in fact 4 chances that have gone by. 2 run-out opportunities missed. 2 simple catches that have been dropped as well. 𝗵𝗃𝗃 has been in the middle of all of that action. He's conceded 28 runs in his 3 overs. On another day, his stats would have looked very different. Aditya has been the star of the show so far with a wicket picked. We'll come back in about 5 minutes' time when the RHINOS break ends, figure out what happens in the second half of this innings. Start of the 11th over, guided on its way past the fielder at point, shot third man for another boundary. But a good start this is to the second half of the innings. Akram continues on his merry way. 48 now, just a stroke away from his half century. Guided it once again, fielder in the deep, keeps that down to a single. Sridhar Reddy, the new bowler into the attack. 99 wickets of 99 matches, just a wicket away from a milestone of 100 wickets. An appeal for leg before umpire very instantly raises his finger. Aditya dismissed. And that's wicket number 100 for Sridhar Reddy. Congratulations to him on achieving that milestone. Break can often do that to batters, brings in a lapse of concentration. Aditya there just walking across the stumps a little bit too far. Gets hit in line and the umpire had no hesitation in raising a finger. The third wicket down for the Royal Rhinos. Partnership broken. Aditya scored 6 runs of 12 balls. Didn't really get going today. Let's take another look on the replay. Walked all across it, nowhere close to the bat. It right in front of the middle and the leg stump. I'm afraid there's only one way that you can go once that happens, just back to the pavilion. Wide this time, down the leg side. Another one that's down the leg, another one that's called wide. Chaitanya, the new batsman out there. 450 runs, average of 25, strike rate 123. In the block hole, very well done. Chaitanya just managed to bring his bat down on time on that. Another one that's in the block hole. This time got enough bat on it to get it down to long on for a single. But Chaitanya is off the mark. Score moves on to 87 for 3 at the end of 11. '87, considered an unlucky score in some countries, Australia and New Zealand. Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2, brought to you by MVL, title sponsor Being Legal, co-sponsor Dial for Loans, associate sponsor Trellis, GNB and Lorette. Ball him! What a piece of bowling that was. Aditya comes back into the attack, picks the wicket off his very first ball. Left arm, lands the ball on the middle stump, gets the ball to spin away from the batter. And Chaitanya had no hope of hitting that. Take another look at the replay to find out what happened. But the unlucky curse has struck. 87 brings up the 4th wicket. loses his off stump there. The ball lands on middle and leg, just spins away. And 𝗙𝗃𝗃𝗃 is excited, as he must be. A phenomenal stat for him today. 2 overs, 6 runs for 2 wickets. Akram, the lone warrior for Royal Rhinos, still batting out there, 49 of 33. He's got 49 of the 87 runs on the board. Appeal for leg before. Umpire says no. Must have been close, must have been close. 𝗙𝗃𝗃 talking to the umpire, trying to persuade him. Let's take a look at the replay. Just outside the line of off stump, I think. Very lucky to get away with that. Nagarjuna. Let's bat on that. Back to the bowler. No run on offer. Nagarjuna 65 runs so far in his batting career. So still early days. Let's start one hard. Fielder in the deep. Just nudges it past the boundary rope. A good start for Nagarjuna's innings. Appeal for leg before, and this time, no hesitation. Nagarjuna is dismissed. Looks a little aghast, but really, if that head of 𝗃𝗃𝗃 was gone, was standing right in front of his stumps. So 𝗙𝗃𝗃 having a field day, 3rd wicket, just 2.5 overs, 10 runs conceded. It's really been the star of the day so far. And the other star, Akram, watches hopelessly from the other end as his partners come and go. Take another look at that replay. Ball pitches in line with the stumps. Not sure where it hit him though. This should give us a good view. We are right in front of middle, getting middle of middle stump. The easiest decision that Nawaz will ever make. 91 for 5, the Royal Rhinos. Appeal once again, and the umpire gives him out. Batsman not happy, showing his bat. But the only thing that matters is the finger of the umpire, and that says you're out and on your way. So 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 comes in and has to go. Take a look at the replay to see if there's any veracity to his claim. difficult to see what happened there, because the front U was being blocked. But from the evidence available, looks like he was right in front. 91 for 6 now. 𝗙𝗂𝗃𝗃, the new batsman out there. Almost 600 runs at an average of 11 and a strike rate of 100. He joins Akram in the middle. Well played by Akram. He gets some bat on that. Run signal by the umpire for that 50 up. Very good batting from Akram. He's been a single warrior for his team. 51 of 34. And some appreciation from both the non-striker and the opponents. Once again, Akram gets lucky and hit that in the air. Hung up there for a long, long time. Fielder at mid-wicket got under it and dropped him for the 3rd time today. A cat has 7 lives. Akram has already had 5. And Bhaskar's day continues to be painful. With all the work there, the fielder in the deep ran in, got himself in a good position, and in the end, just went with hard hands and the ball popped out. Taps it towards the fielder at point. Run through for a single. Keeper seemed excited, but the umpire was relatively confident that the batsman had made his ground. Swing and a miss. Wanted to hit that all the way over the towers at mid-wicket. No connection. And Bhaskar just keeps wondering what he needs to do to pick up a wicket today. The last ball of his spell coming up now. Hits that well. Ball is racing towards the cover region. Goes to the boundary. So forgettable day for Bhaskar, but the Royal Rhinos bring up the 100 with that boundary. 100 up. 100 for 6 of 13 overs. Guided just past the keeper for a single to short third man. Inside half of the bat, mid-wicket. Managed to complete the second run. A lot of calls there from the fielders, keeper, but the ball went to the bowler's end. Aditya bowling his last over. He's picked up 4 wickets already. 1/5 down the pitch, tries to go big. Just an inside edge on it. Ball goes nowhere. Maybe that has hit him on his toe. Playing a miss outside the off stump. Ever so close from picking up his 5th wicket there, Aditya. The last ball of his spell, what can he do? What a shot to play, last ball of the spell. He managed to stop that. Very good running between the wickets again from Akram. End of the over. The score moves on to 105 for 6 at the end of 14 overs. Wonderful spell from Aditya. 4 overs, 15 for 4. Akram batting on 55 of 38. Jagdish, who just joined him, 8 of 7. Ready? A 105 for 6, 14 overs bowled. Akram batting on 55 of 38. Beautifully played on the legs. Got his bat down on time. Fielder does terrifically well to stop that. Fancy footwork. Wonderfully fielded. To save a run for his team. Down the leg side again. Sridhar, umpire calls that a wide. Single, back to the bowler. In the air. Luckily for Akram, did not hit that too well. Bounces and goes to the fielder at long off for a single. In the air, once again on the bounce to the fielder in the deep. Happy with the single. Tries to lap sweep that. Just a single. "15 overs gone, 113 for 6. The last quarter of the first innings coming up now. Jagdish, 10 of 10. Akram, 60 of 41. We'll find out how far the score goes. Meantime, once again, the Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2 brought to you by MVL. Title sponsor being legal. Co-sponsor Forders Dial for Loans. Associate sponsors Trellis, GNB and Laureate, a supporting sponsor. Wonderful day of cricket, and we'll get back to you with the action as the players enjoy a slight drink break there. Harish comes into the attack. Outside edge. The ball is racing away, but there is a fielder in the deep at third man, keeps it down to a single. Belated appeal there from the bowler, almost like an afterthought. Leg by conceded. I think there was some bat on that for sure. Just a single towards the fielder at fine leg. Punched in the air on the bounce, the fielder in the deep. Another single for Akram. What an innings this has been from Akram so far. He has had his chances, but he's held the innings together for the Royal Rhinos. Jagdish tries to go big. Not hit very well. Rolls on its way to the fielder at mid-wicket. Just a single. Inside edge, just a single towards fine leg. What a wonderful improvisation once again from Akram. He'll come back for the second run. Top edge. Lucky again. It's been that kind of a day for Akram. Should buy a few lottery tickets today. Play that. Akram checking with the umpire if that was a wide. One-fifth down the pitch, just past the fielder at cover, going to long off. Akram comes back for the second. Phenomenal running between the wicket from Akram. Just great fitness from him. What a testament this has been, because he's been batting out there for a very long time now. He's managed to keep his team afloat. 67 of 47 for Akram. He's running hard not just for his own runs but also his team members. 𝗃𝗃 in the meantime has gone on to 16 of 16. The end of the 17th, 127 for 6. Goes after that Akram, but just a single. Keep that in the air. Straight to the fielder at square leg or mid wicket, and this time he managed to hold on. But finally, a catch taken. 𝗃𝗃 dismissed. Good knock. It's gone for 16. 16 runs for 17 balls. Caught by Naresh Kumar on the boundary at mid wicket. And the Royal Rhinos lose their 7th wicket. New batsman, Sudhir. $260 runs, average of 13, strike rate 120. Inside half of the bat, no run. Akram pointing to the batter that there was a huge gap on the leg side. Akram will have to find a way to harvest strike as much as possible. 15 balls left in this innings now. Playing a miss outside the off stump. Flicked on that occasion, beats the fielder there at short mid-wicket, just a single. Importantly, brings Akram back on strike, but he only has 2 balls left in this over. Playing a miss outside the off stump. Played towards the covers region. Another single. Akram advances, tries to hit that hard. Bottom half of the bat, just a single to long off. Another dot ball, very good work. Another player missed outside the off stump on that occasion. Last ball of the 19th over coming up. This time he connects. Couple of runs to end the over. In fact, they run the third and Akram commits suicide. The batsman has been given out already. The umpire also wants to take a look at whether or not the second run was completed. It's really suicidal from Akram. of bounces once again, straight to the fielder at long off. Ball hits the stump and another suicide there. Can understand that runs are needed, but really that is absolute suicide. So 9 down now, the last batsman on his way, SRK. Jersey number 7, so he has got all the right combinations. A famous name, a famous number. What can he do with the lumber? A couple of bounces. Oh, really poor work there from the fielder at long off. Just could not judge whether that was going to bounce or not. And a boundary, much needed boundary there for the Rhinos. Sudhir gets his first boundary for the innings. That gone all the way? No, just bounce inside the rope. The umpire signals another boundary. So Sudhir getting some momentum late in the inning for the Rhinos. Hit that well, going towards mid-wicket, another boundary. So flurry of boundaries towards the end of the first innings. Playing a miss, lucky to get away with that. Last ball of the innings coming up now. 146 for 9. Boundary will mean that they'll get to the elusive 150 mark. Remember, they were 6 or 7 down. The 13th over, a partnership managed to rescue them. That's well hit. Ball racing away towards the covers region and a boundary to wrap up the innings. 150 for 9. It's been a good batting performance from Sudhir. 23 runs for him. 4 boundaries in that last over. Takes the team past the 150 score. Largely aided courtesy of that wonderful batting performance from Akram. Opened the innings 69 of 50. Lost his wicket run out just in the 19th over of the game. Sacrificed himself. Six down, Rhinos were in the 12th over for 91. But from there, they managed to get to a score of 150. Think they'll be happy with that overall. Rising Stars, they will also feel that they've done a good job restricting the score to 150 on this surface. Top performers for the Rising Stars with the ball in hand. Aditya, 4 wickets for just 15 runs, phenomenal day for him. Vishnuvardhan, a wicket for 17 of his 2 overs. Harish, 19 runs for a wicket of his 4 overs. Bhavkar had an off day today, 4 overs, 37 runs for no wickets. Remember, 3 catches were dropped off his bowling. Really unlucky today. Nevertheless, 150 on the board. Rising Stars will come out to chase that in about 10 minutes time when we start the second innings. Please do join us for the action. Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2 brought to you courtesy MBL. We hope that you are enjoying the pictures and the telecast. Join us shortly. Starts off with a white down the leg side. At least look like a white. We'll wait for the umpire to confirm that. Yes. Vineet Kumar and Aditya opening the batting innings. 4 wickets in the day for Aditya already. Open the inning with the ball. He's also opening the inning with the bat. (179 runs for Aditya in this format. Vineet, lot of experience, 3,100 runs almost. Strike rate of 150, average 30. Sudhir with the ball in hand. Economy of 7, 31 wickets in his 29 matches. 149 runs more needed. Looks like Akram is the man with the gloves on. Defended it, fielder at short cover, cleans up. Played forcefully, beats the fielder at point. Not enough timing on that. Akram struggling a little bit with the gloves on. Played that with power, but straight to the fielder at mid-on. No run on offer. Played an attacking stroke again, this time beats the fielder at mid-off and the ball races along the surface for another boundary. The first of the innings for Rising Stars. Vineet Kumar opens his account with the boundary. Not too far away from the fielder at mid-off there. Good piece of bowling there. Got the ball to come back in. Vineet had to change his stroke at the last second. The end of the first over, the score 7 for none. Guided straight into the fielder fans at point. So Aditya cannot repeat his success with the ball, with the bat in hand. What a good catch that was from the fielder there. Jagdish picks up a wicket off his very first ball. We'll take a look at the replay to see exactly what transpired. But Aditya has to go back. Opened the face of the bat, guided it straight. Fielder at point, swooped down, picked it centimeters off the ground. What a good catch that was. See that on the replay. Very good pitches. Brought to you courtesy Team MVL. Back to the action. Just forward those pitches. It's going straight into his arms. Wonderfully caught. Powerfully hit over the fielder at mid-on. Just a bounce and over the boundary rope. What a good shot. Good aggressive batting this from Vineet. Eight of 4, 2 boundaries. Helped on its way on the leg side, and the batsman capitalizes, just guides it all the way along the ground. The third boundary for Vineet. The score moves on to 16 for 1. Jagdish picked up a wicket of his first ball, but has conceded 2 boundaries this over. Vineet dealing in boundaries at the moment. Wanted to go big again, decided to change the stroke at the last second. Just a single too long off. Very lucky there, Sridhar, to get away with that. He had no chance of playing a stroke. No idea what the ball was doing there. Just a millimeter away from the off stump. How close was that? Just a whisker away from the off stump. Wow. Not fired off the bat. Played to the fielder at point. Fumbles it slightly. Concedes the single. In for a second over now. Hit that. Managed to beat the fielder within the circle. The ball is racing away and goes over the boundary rope again. So anything on the leg side have been punished. Sridhar gets his first boundary of the day. Appeal for leg before and the umpire waves his finger. Sridhar can't believe it, but it doesn't matter. You try to play across the line. Anytime you miss, you are going to be a candidate for leg before. The umpire agrees with the bowler on that occasion and confirms that he was in front of the stumps and the ball was headed. Sridhar gone for 5. Second wicket down for Rising Stars. Let's take a look at the replay. Definitely in front. Bat was nowhere close to the ball. Sridhar has to go back. 22 for 2. A triple Nelson, as they call it. Next batsman out there is Naresh Kumar, 1,360 runs in 108 matches. Good average, good strike rate. 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗲 caught behind. Behind the line of that one, defends it back to the bowler. Powerful hit, beats the fielder at mid-on and over the boundary. So Vineet continues to launch into this bowling attack. His fourth boundary of just 8 balls faced. He's batting on 18. powerfully cut but straight to the fielder at point. No run there. Fit that in the gap on the leg side. Once again, no fielder there. Anytime you connect there, it is going to be a boundary. And Vineet continues on his merry way. His fifth boundary. He's batting now on 22 of 10. Fielder seems to have lost the ball. Once again, sways on line, just outside the leg stump, and the batsman good enough to get bat on that. Another boundary for Vineet. 26 now of just 11 balls, 6 boundaries. Played that towards long on. Happy with the single there, Vineet. Nudged off his hips towards the fielder at square leg. Just a single. Four overs gone, 36 for 2. Vineet batting on 27 of 12. Naresh just joined him in the middle, 1 of 4. Jagdish picked up a wicket, 2 overs for 24, has been expensive. Sudhir has bowled his 2 overs, 12 runs for a wicket. The Chartered Accountants Premier League Season 2, organised by MVL. Wonderful pictures brought to you by a team of cameramen, covering every inch of the ground, enabled with powerful technology as well. Outside half of the bat, played towards the fielder at point, just a single. Maybe extras? No, you're okay with that. Whether that was a no ball or not. Good work there by the technical team confirming that that was a legal delivery. Inside half of the bat, fielder at square leg. Finally have a fielder to man that boundary. Played back to the bowler. No run on offer. Inside edge. Ball racing away. The fielder trying to hunt that down. Oh, unfortunately for him, just not able to stop that. Naresh. Guided it towards the fielder at point. Run through for a sharp single. Both batsmen looking good. Beneath 28 of 13, Naresh 7 of 8, 43 for 2. End of the 5th over, 43 for 2. Beneath 28 of 14, Naresh 7 of 8. Chartered Accountant Premier League Season 2 brought to you. Title sponsor 𝗵 Legal. Co-sponsor 4S Style for Loans. Trillis and GNB are our associate sponsors, and 𝗀𝗏𝗏 is a supporting sponsor. Quarter of the game gone, 43 for 2. The Rising Stars need 108 runs in 90 balls to win this game. 8.6 runs and over. The current run rate. Wonderfully hit between the cover and the mid-off fielder. 4 beautiful runs to Vineet. In fact, Naresh. Second boundary for Naresh. Batting on 11 now of 9 balls. Opens the face of the bat, guides it between the fielder at point and cover. Single. Well fielded there, good aggressive fielding, making sure that no run was taken. Batsmen have been quick between the stumps so far. Launched into that, hit it straight to the fielder at mid-wicket, collects it on the bounce and sent it back to the bowler. Turned off his legs. Picks up a single towards square leg. 50 up for Rising Stars. Launched into that. The fielder at mid-off just can't get under it. Tried to go for it with his arm stretched. Could not get any finger on that. 2 runs to end the over. Score moves on to 52 for 2. Played towards the cover fielder in the deep, just a single. 52 for 2 at the end of 6 overs. Just 3 runs ahead of where the Rhinos were at the same time, 49 for 2. Aggressive running between the wickets again from the batters. Converted that to a 2, pinching the second run from the fielder. Fielding restrictions are off. Launches into that. Straight between the fielder at long on and long off. Goes all the way over the rope for the first 6 of the day. Six boundaries and a 6 now for Vineet. Batting on 39 of 19. Punched off the back foot, just a single towards long on. That was very tight, just a single towards short fine leg. Yes, but the umpire says that's a little too far. A new bowler, Narendra. Sai Narendra is into the attack. Starts off with a wide. Oh my God. Pitching a long way outside the pitch. Umpire deems that a no ball. And a no ball is followed by a free hit. What a good shot that was from Vineet. Launched into it. A second six of the match and this innings. Now batting on 46 of just 22 balls. Hit that hard. The fielder in the deep makes a slight fumble. Concedes the second run. Guided on sway towards the fielder at short fine. Another single for Naresh. Lets that one go. Umpire called for a wide. Narendra really struggled today. Plays it in the gap, brings up a 50. What a good innings that has been from Vineet. 50 of just 25 balls. Raises his bat to the acknowledgement that he gets from the pavilion. Score moves on to 79 for 2 of 8 overs, Vineet 50 of 25. Single again. '51 of 26. That's the most amazing catch that you would ever imagine. The fielder completely misjudged it, ran in, and then in the end just stretched his arm and the ball stuck. What a catch and what a way for Vineet to go. He needed a moment of brilliance to get him out. The way that he was batting, looking extremely good. He's caught. Brilliant catch there by Adil. Let's take another look at that. Hit it off the toe of the bat. All in the air. There you go, just one arm stretched and plucks it out of thin air. Phenomenal take there from Adil. Needed a really good catch to dislodge him. Driven powerfully with straight to the fielder, no run on offer. An appeal and the umpire waves his finger. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 comes, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 goes. Money has 2 in this over now. Terrific comeback in the game for the Rhinos. Rising Stars have lost their 4th one. Just a space of 5 balls, this game has turned on its head. It looks so comfortable going at around 10 runs and over. They've lost 2 quick back-to-back wickets. The well set Vineet gone for 51, and now Money gone for a duck. Let's take a look at the replay again. Clear outside edge, big deflection, and the simplest of catches for the wicketkeeper to take. See the movement once the ball had passed the bat, and a nice comfortable catch. Caught behind by Akram. Akram's day continues to get better as well. Good 60 with the bat. Now have a catch to his name. Another appeal, but this time more in hope than anticipation. In the air again. Got a few bounces to the fielder at long off. Just a single to start off his innings. Bhaskar taking strike. In the gap on the leg side, but just a single. A really ordinary day with the ball today, Bhaskar. He'll want to make amends for the bat. Bhaskar needs 30 runs to get to 1500 runs today. Shot, hit powerfully. To mid wicket, just a single. Playing a miss outside the off stump. This time the umpire called for the wide. Inside edge. Luckily goes nowhere. Dot ball again, ends the over. So 10 overs gone, 86 for 4. Rising Stars just need 65 runs for 60 balls. But the Rhinos have made a good comeback, picking up a couple of wickets in no time. Naresh, the key now for the batting innings, batting on 20 of 22. Money has been the pick of the bowlers. 2 overs, 11 for 2. So it's going to be an exciting end to this game. We'll find out what happens when we return with the action in about 5 minutes' time as the player enjoy a drink break. Wide down the leg side. Unorthodox take there from the wicketkeeper Akram. Just past the fielder at short cover for a single. Another one that's punched past the fielder at cover. Well fielded in the deep. Playing a miss. Just open the face of the bat towards point. A single. Akram did well to get his glove on that. We'll wait for the umpire's signal, calls it a leg by. The end of the 11th over, 92 for 4. Naresh batting on 22 of 25 and Bhaskar on 4 of 6. Tight single. Cover fielder takes another single. This match is headed towards a close finish. 57 needed now, 52. Must say the batting team have the upper hand at the moment. 6 wickets in hand. Beats the fielder and goes past the fielder in the deep as well. So Bhaskar gets a boundary, moves on to 9 of 9. Here again to the cover fielder. defended back to the bowler. The end of the 12th, 98 for 4, 53 needed of 48 now. Right down the leg side to start the 13th. And he's bowled him. An ordinary day just gets a whole lot better for Narendra. Gone for 16 in his first over, started off with a wide in his second, but now he's come back and he's bowled. Bowled Naresh, the well-set batter, 23 of 27 for him today. He has to go now. And Nagaraj, the new batsman out there in the middle. Almost 1900 runs at an average of 18. So a good stat for Nag. So big wicket from Narendra. Half of the side being sent back now for Rising Stars. They still need 52 runs in 47 balls and 5 wickets in hand. This game is back in the balance. The Rhinos making a charge. The Stars trying to shine bright. Will come on top. We'll find out. So Nagaraj gets ready to take strike. No ball called again. Narendra really struggling with his lines. "100 up." So 100 up for Rising Stars, courtesy that no ball. Take just a single of the free hit. Single towards deep mid wicket. This is good common sense cricket from Rising Stars. Don't need to take too many aggressive options at the second. Just need a partnership. On the bounce to the fielder at point. No run on offer. Another single towards mid-wicket. Smart cricket this from the batters, really not trying to take any chances. Just nudging the ball in the gap, running the singles quickly. Because they know that that's enough to take them over the line. The Rhinos will want them to do something differently. good cricket from both sides. A traditional cricket, as they call it, money into the attack. He's bowling his 4th over. 17 runs for the losses and picked up 2 wickets in a spell already. Inside half of the bat, just a single towards square leg and mid wicket. Crucial over this for the RHINOS. They'll want money to pick up another wicket in this over. Beat the fielder inside the circle, goes to the deep. They're happy with the single. Game's getting very interesting. 44 needed now of 38 balls. Required rate just inching towards 7 runs and over. Beautifully played. Just flicked off his thigh pad. Not sure if he got some bat on that. We'll wait for the umpire's signal. Just a couple of runs added to the board. Yes, the umpire says bat. Long way in the air. The fielder tried really hard to stop that. Could not. And 4 runs added to the score. The end of the 14th over. Money finishes his spell with a boundary. Nagraj gets in the act. 9 of 8 with his first boundary, and Bhaskar on the other end at 13 of 15. Played it off the back foot towards the fielder at deep third man, just a single. Dot ball there, this time from 𝗪𝗪𝗓𝗏. Inside edge, very lucky to get away with that. Nagraj must be counting his lucky stars. Been a good over so far, just a single off it. Played in the air, just lofted over the fielder's head. The fielder in the deep comes around, keeps it down to 2. racing away, and just over the boundary rope for another boundary. That ends up becoming a very good over for the Stars. 7 runs coming off it. It's been good batting from Nagraj. Waited for the ball to get some width. When he had some width, threw his hands at it and got the runs that he wanted. This is good common sense cricket from Rising Stars. They now need just 31 of 30 balls to win this game with 5 wickets in hand. Start with the 16th over. Sudhir into the attack. Bowling his last over of his spell. He's picked up a wicket today. Gone for 19 runs so far. Appeal for leg before, and the umpire has raised his finger. So Bhaskar has to go. He's gone for 14. 15 short of 1,000 runs. 15 short of 1,500 runs rather. But nevertheless, he's gone. Next batter walking out is Praveen for Rising Stars. Good knock there from Bhaskar. Praveen coming in. Wonderful stat for him. 200 matches for 3,400 runs. Average of 24, strike rate of 143. Bhaskar plays a good hand for his team. Out leg before wicket. Take a look at the replay. Right in front of the stumps. Ball going towards the top of middle stump. This came back in. And Bhaskar too late on that. Praveen goes hard after that and starts his innings with a boundary. What a good shot that was from Praveen. Foolish. No ball called. Free hit signaled. Slight midfield there. Concedes another single. Played on the leg side on that occasion. Fielder at long on depth of fielding keeps it down to a single. Oh, that was really tight. A better throw was needed from the fielder there. 128 for 6, 23 needed of 23 now. Praveen on strike. Hit it in the air, straight past the two fielders in the deep, on the bounce and over the boundary rope. So Praveen wants to finish this in a hurry. He's come out looking to be aggressive. Another one that he's launched into, another one that beats the fielder in the deep. Back-to-back boundary for Praveen. Just 15 needed now of 21. Praveen on 13 of 5. Single towards deep cover. Single too long on. The end of the 17th over. 138 for 6. 13 runs needed of 18 balls. Interesting stroke there. Beats the fielder. Just trickles along the boundary rope. Another boundary. Just 9 runs needed now of 17 balls. Nagaraj. It's his third boundary. Help the ball on its way. Appeal for leg before, and the umpire raises a finger immediately. So Nagaraj is gone, the 7th wicket gone. If there any battle left within the Rhinos, Rising Stars now just need 9 runs for 16 balls. 𝗀𝗶𝗃𝗲. Sagar. So the t-shirt says 𝗀𝗶𝗃𝗲, but the player is Sagar. Sagar comes out to bat. Absolutely plumb in front. See there, bat nowhere close to the ball. Just walked in front of the stumps and was hit. Ball gone on to hit the base of middle stump there. Rising Stars really need another wicket this over to spice things up. Sagar, the new batsman out there. '96 matches for 550 runs for Sagar. So he does have some experience. Defends that to short cover. Just managed to beat the bowler. Single down to long off. And he's bowled him! What a wicket that is! Praveen, the fed batter, gone. He's looking really aggressive. 14 or 6 balls, but this time played it in a stroke that was too expensive and loses his stumps. 8 down. Whoa, is there a twist in this tail? Dhoni, the new batsman out there in the middle for the Rising Stars. Celebrations all around for the Rising Stars camp, rather the Rhinos camp. 8 wickets down now. 2 wickets to go, 8 runs to get this match back in the balance. Shashidhar has come in the first over and picked up 2 wickets. 𝗬𝗚 all day long, Shashidhar. Funny game they say is cricket. Just 8 runs needed of 13 balls with 2 wickets to go. Deflects that towards third man. Happy with a single. 7 needed now of 12 balls. 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗵 back into the attack to bowl his last over. Inside edge. Dhoni or Harish, the new batter out there. And I think it's got him. Yes, the umpire has raised his finger. Tried to sneak in the by, a flight midfield by the keeper. But Akram had the presence of mind to pick the ball up and dislodge the stumps. This match is going down to the wire. Just 7 runs to get, but the batting team is in panic. Phenomenal game cricket is. It looked like a cakewalk a few overs ago. Rising Stars had the game in their control. They just needed 31 of 30 balls with 5 wickets in hand. And somehow from there they managed to get into a situation where they have just 1 wicket left. They still need 7 runs to get. And 9 balls to get them in. Let's take another look at that tree. Take another look at that replay quickly before the action gets going. Well bowled firstly, the batsman missed. Fumble resulting in the non-striker running through, hitting the stump on the full, and the batsman way short of his crease, nowhere near his crease. Play and a miss again. Seven needed of 8. Play and a miss again. Full tosses outside the off stump that are being missed. That's what pressure can do to you in the game of cricket. 7 of 7 now. The end of the over. Things just keep on getting interesting. Harish now will take strike. And I suspect it will be Shashi there with the ball to bowl the last over of the day. 7 runs or a wicket. Which way is this game going to go? Six balls to go, 7 runs to get. Just a wicket left. Inside half of the bat, going towards the fielder at mid-wicket. Now he denies the single, so Harish wants to keep strike. Interesting choice this. Really, which makes it more difficult for the Rising Stars because that means only one batsman needs to score all the runs. Hit it hard. Going straight towards long off. This time takes the single. 6 needed, now a 4. Wonderful bowling. Once again beats the batter. Just 3 balls left now. 3 balls, 6 runs. Somebody tell me, how did the Rising Stars manage to dig themselves in this hole? Remember, they needed 31 of 30 with 5 wickets in hand. Another play, another miss. 6 of 2 now. At least 1 boundary needed. The entire dressing room, the entire pavilion, the entire team is crossing their fingers. Just get some bat on that. That'll just be a single, looks like. Alright, so boundary needed of the final ball of this match. They need 5 to win this game, 4 to tie this game. And the Rhinos, out of nowhere, have found themselves in a position of dominance. Captain probably saying to the bowler, just keep it simple. Just don't bowl an extra here. Righto. He's hit that. The ball is racing away to the deep. The fielder at mid-wicket gets behind that. Keeps it down to a single. And the Rhinos scored a famous victory over the Rising Stars. The Rising Stars have found a way to lose this game. Seemed impossible just a few overs ago. They say cricket is a funny game. We've seen funny things happen. This is no exception. Credit to Rhinos. They kept their temperament, they kept their composure, kept picking wickets at the right times. A famous victory for the Rhinos over the Rising Stars. Second victory. Winning by just 3 runs today, Royal Rhinos. The Rising Stars losing this game by just 3. Moving on to number 3 in the points table. 4 points out of 4 games. The Rising Stars remain at number 4 with just 1 victory out of their 4 games. Good tight game that we all enjoyed. The key performers of the game. Mic testing. So I have Akram with me, the man of the match from this game for Royal Rhinos. Fantastic batting performance out there, Akram. 63, single-handedly took the team across. What was going through your mind in that batting innings?
So like as my captain says, like be there, be there. So all credit goes to my captain and he'll speak on behalf of him. Dana,
Alright, so we have the captain for the Royal Rhinos also join us here. So it'll be a 2-on-1. Cat, they say, has 7 lives. You had 5 today. Talk to me about that batting innings. What was going on through your mind?
So through my mind, like he said, like be there, be there. Like I know some rod shot, like 𝗪𝗏, and he said be there, like play with the side bat. And everything in my mind, my captain was there and he was leading the...
So simple thing, he has a great technique, but the only issue was like sometimes when the ball was not connecting, he used to play left and right. But no, I just said stay there, trust your confidence and trust your defense. So that's what he did today. That's why he played along it. I do agree like there might be 1 or 2 chances, but end of the day it's important to capitalize those chances. And he did that, and today because of those crucial runs only we pulled it off. And it's a very important match for us to stay in the contention for the main cup. So I think it's a brilliant innings. Great batting, keep it up, boy.
Yeah. Absolutely. Completely, totally agreed with that. I think you can only control the controllables. You can't control whether they take your chances or not. So I absolutely agree with that. I think it was a great batting innings. Lot of innovation, like your captain just mentioned, the ramp shot, the scoop shot, and then the reverse hit. So how do you play those strokes? Do you premeditate when you play those strokes
like
before the ball is bowled?
No, like I'll guess like if the bowler balls 2 balls on the off side, I'll definitely think like now he'll come leg side and I'll be ready with the scoop shot. And sometimes if he balls 2 balls on the leg side, I'll be ready for the half side. So reverse shot. So yep. Like
all right. So that is great mind games. Quick word on the day behind the stumps as well, right? With the gloves on, a good catch first on, and the crucial run out in the end. What was going on in your mind in that last over?
Last over, like I think like last match, earlier match I missed the 4, so I thought I should not do the same thing. And now I know that bowlers will be present in the last over, so I should not fumble and I'll be ready. So everything went well and we won.
It definitely went well for you. I thought it was a great game. Thank you so much for entertaining us today, Akram. All the best for the rest of the series.
Thank you so much.
Yeah!